Welcome to this practice of Yoga Nidra, often described as the meditative heart of yoga. Coming to lie down on the floor, on the back of the body, feet hip-width apart, arms down the sides of the body with the palms facing up. Gently close or soften the eyes and take a deep breath in through the nose and release that breath with a big sigh. With that sigh, allowing the body to gently soften, tuning into the weight of the physical body. A sense of gravity as the body gently draws towards the earth. Awareness of the space that surrounds us. Aware of the body's space within the room. And a sense of where the body meets the air. Feeling the contact between the body and the earth. As we tune into the element of surrender. And the opportunity for deep and healing rest. Yoga Nidra is not something that you do, but something that you feel. As you follow my directions, try not to focus. Just let go to the experience. The more effortless the practice, the better. So simply enjoying the time and the space that you've given yourself to completely rest. Nothing to achieve, nothing to accomplish. Just simply relax and be aware. So as we allow the body to gently ease down towards the earth, relaxing the muscles of the face, releasing the tongue away from the roof of the mouth, and softening all the muscles within the body. Tuning into a sense of the weight of the physical body. Relaxing the muscles surrounding the eyes. And allowing each of the eyes to gently soften into the back of the head. Noticing the sounds that surround the physical body. And allowing the awareness to search out the most distant sound that you can hear. No need to identify the sound, just follow it for a few seconds. And bringing the awareness into closer sounds. sounds outside the room, sounds inside the room. And the sounds inside the body. The sound of the breath. Sensations on the inside to the ears. A sense of how the body receives sound. A feeling of vibration, of pulsation. And again, the sound of the breath. The feel of the cool air as it enters the nose. And the belly gently rise. And the warm air as it leaves the body. And the belly softens towards the spine. Gently slowing and deepening the breathing. And notice how the breath becomes almost silent. As the body softens even further. To a deep sense of relaxation. Notice as the body gives in to the pull of the earth. Notice as the facial muscles begin to relax. The arms become heavy. A sense of the heels gently touching the earth. The back of the head is soft. And the back of the neck is open. And now we are ready to practice our sankalpa, a positive statement or affirmation, creating new life-affirming directions. With Nidra, this allows you to gather all of your potential powers to accomplish whatever goal or end you desire. But first, create a sense of gratitude. A sense of gratitude to everything that has led you to now. To all actions, all decisions, everything that has brought you to the present moment. If intention is a seed, then gratitude is the ideal soil. And the most fertile soil for blossoming your dreams. So grounded in this feeling of gratitude, mentally repeat or picture your resolution with a feeling of conviction 3 times. At the same time, feel a sense of happiness or satisfaction for the very thing you hope to achieve. Repeat this resolution with absolute certainty that the resolve is reality. Feel it permeate your mind and body at the deepest recesses of your being. And then give thanks. Feeling thankful that your resolve has come true. And now we will move through a systematic scan of points throughout the body. As I guide you to these areas, try not to focus. Just allow the guidance to wash over you. Remembering Yoga Nidra is the practice of awareness and sensation. By this very nature, your body and mind will use this space and time to simply heal and revive. So taking the awareness down into the right hand and to the right hand thumb. Full awareness at the right hand thumb. Moving the awareness to the index finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, the little finger, palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the right wrist, the forearm, elbow, upper arm, and the shoulder. Moving the awareness to the right ribs, down into the right waist, the hip, thigh, knee, the calf, the shin, ankle, the sole of the right foot, the top of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Move the awareness over to the left hand, down into the left hand thumb, the index finger, the middle finger, ring finger, the little finger, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, the left shoulder, left ribs, left waist, the hip, thigh, knee, calf, shin, left ankle, sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Back of the head, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, the lower back, the right heel, the left heel, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, both arms together, the whole of the head, the eyes, the ears, nose, jaw, top of the head, the whole of the body, the whole of the body, the whole of the body. Now bring all of your awareness to the breath. Full awareness of the breath. fully conscious of your body breathing and nothing else. Aware of every inhale and aware of every exhale. As you maintain awareness of the breath, begin to see the breath as two separate lines. Two separate lines that leave from the nostrils. On the exhale, move out to a space just beyond the tip of the nose. On the inhale, the two separate lines move in through the nose and up to the eyebrow center. Inhaling and exhaling, two separate lines of the breath. Now maintain your awareness of your breath. The inhale, two separate lines moving up to the eyebrow center. And the exhale as two separate lines that meet just beyond the tip of the nose. And we're going to begin to count the breath backwards from 54. On the inhale, I am breathing in 54. On the exhale, I am breathing out 54. On the inhale, I'm breathing in 53. And on the exhale, I'm breathing out 53. Continue counting down, full awareness of the breath. Awareness of counting and of the breath. And now end your counting, but maintain awareness of the breath. You are aware that you are breathing, aware that you are lying on the floor, and awareness that you are practicing Yoga Nidra. And now begin to awake the feeling of cold within the body. Feeling so cold that you are sitting amongst the freezing winds on an ice cold day. Feeling that cold penetrate through the body, deep into the bones. And now awaken a feeling of heat. Feel heat move through the body like you're lying in the sun next to a roaring fire. And then allow both feelings to arise simultaneously. sensation of coolness and coldness within the body, and sensations of heat. And now awaken a feeling of lightness. Feel that the body is so light that you begin to lift from the floor and float up towards the sky. So light that you can sense a space between your body and the earth. And now awaken a feeling of heaviness. A sense of the gravity drawing the body down towards the earth. And the body so heavy that it begins to sink down into the floor. And now feel both sensations simultaneously. A sense of lightness within the body and a sense of heaviness. As the body floats from the floor, you're simultaneously drawn down towards the earth, allowing both feelings to arise together. And now bringing all the awareness back to the breath. Full awareness of the breath. Full awareness of the physical body. And now we're about to move backwards through time. Normally in life we move forwards from one experience to the next. And in this exercise you will step backwards through the previous hours and learn to observe yourself. When you began the practice of Yoga Nidra, what was your body doing? What did your senses perceive? What were you feeling and thinking? And now move back a further half hour. Picture the scene as if you were looking at a postcard. See the surroundings, the people, everything in your environment. What were you doing or thinking? What were you feeling? What were you thinking, sensing, feeling, and seeing? Once it's registered, again move back a further half hour and repeat the process. Continue to go backwards in half-hour periods, which is just before you woke this morning. And now bring all the awareness back to the breath. Awareness of the body breathing. Aware of the inhale and aware of the exhale. And now bring all of the awareness to the space directly in front of your forehead and eyes. Find the empty or black space about 6 inches in front of your forehead. A space where we learn to decompress the subconscious, where we learn to see it unwind, remaining completely effortless, and quietly watch the space in front of your forehead, exactly as if you were seated in front of a screen. Don't worry if at first you don't see anything. Trying will simply get in the way. Just watch the darkness as your relaxation gradually becomes more complete. Maybe different images, patterns of light, or colors will emerge out of the emptiness. The key is to relax, to let go into the experience, without becoming involved, trying to analyze the process or anything you might observe. Just simply watch. And now, using your imagination and your creative mind, open yourself to the darkness and begin to visualize each of these images. A pink rose, waves on an ocean, a blue sky in the evening, a dark night, tiny shining stars studded in the heavens, a high mountain range with snow-capped peaks, a ship sailing on the high seas, a white sandy beach, a forest with dense tall trees, a dove, a galloping horse, a small hut in the woods, a burning fire in the bush, a stormy night, full moon, a mountain stream, a lonely rock in the mountains, a large garden of blooming flowers, the sunrise, a large lake with lotus flowers, a sailing boat, people swimming, a lonely wooden hut in the mountains, a desolate valley, a high mountain with snow-capped peaks, a quiet evening, a beautiful sunset, singing birds, a tiger in the forest, elephant, a cobra, the sound of a bell ringing, waves on an ocean, a ship at sail, a full moon, a calm evening in a moonlit valley, a mountain stream, a small woodland hut, a small woodland hut, a small woodland hut. And now find yourself standing on the edge of a beautiful deep forest on a dark winter's night. The dense trees create a canopy of green lush branches sweeping down from the huge ancient woodland. You see a path leading into the darkness and decide to step inside. You can smell the crisp freshness of the air, and the ground is soft under your feet. As you walk further in, the forest begins to appear familiar, and you feel as though you are being welcomed home. Shards of starlight pierce through the trees, and either side of the path are lush green ferns. Wild flowers adorn the edges of the great trees. You hear the sound of an owl and the movement of woodland animals. All of your senses are heightened. Everything is clear and bright. The path becomes overgrown, and you struggle to make your way through. Just as the path becomes too difficult to pass, you break open into a grassy opening. A break in the trees above allows the moonlight to stream through, and the ground is warm and soft. As you make your way across the grass, you notice a clear and sparkling pool nestled by a small woodland hut. And the water calls you down to its edge. With bare feet, you take a seat on the grass. And you allow the feet to soften into the water. The pool feels crisp and clean. The starlight flickers on the surface. As you soften and surrender into your seat, you feel all of your worries and cares gently drift away. And you look down to the floor and you see a small wooden box. The box is a gift from this night to you. As you open the box and look inside, you find exactly what it is that you have always been looking for. A sense of freedom and peace enters your heart. A feeling of clarity fills your mind, and you enter a place of deep rest. you're aware that this is somewhere you can return whenever you need. You know that the gift is always available. The ability to welcome yourself home to your true self, a place of calm and harmony, available whenever the need arises. And now becoming aware of the breath, aware of the body breathing. You are about to repeat your resolution, your sankalpa from the start of the practice. So come back to the feeling of gratitude, that everything is perfect, that everything is just as it should be. If intention is a seed, then gratitude is the ideal soil. Slowly beginning to repeat your resolve clearly 3 times, with absolute certainty that your desire will come to pass. And then give thanks. Thankful that you have already achieved your desire. And release all effort. And now bring all the awareness back to the breath. Return your awareness to the breath. Feel each inhale rise to the top of the head, and each exhale move down to the tips of the toes. Deepening and steadying the breath through the whole of the physical body. Mentally begin to visualize the room, the walls, the ceiling, and the floor. Seeing your body lying on the floor, a sense of the whole of the physical body. Beginning to move through the fingers and the toes. Some movement into the wrists and the ankles. Take a deep breath, reaching the arms above the body and fully stretching the body before drawing the knees in and gently rocking from side to side. This practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete.